OG versus BRAME. The unstoppable force meets the immovable object.
Match their energy. Match BRAME's energy as best you can.
It's a good way to fight them, for sure. Don't want to let them get too far ahead in that mental warfare.
BZM, though, in trouble at the moment. Dragon Tail comes out, and first blood would be there for Thug with the help of Spartan coming over on the Chen.
It's level 5 Storm. Pretty decent window to do something with it, but Spartan looks like he has eyes on bottom here.
Yeah, trying to come through on bottom. Static link from Yuragi onto 11, but the chase is on with Spartan adding a +1 to the bottom lane.
Other Chaos Bolt.
Yuragi, he's going to be hit by the Chaos Bolt. 1 second stun. Maybe not the RNG was hoping for, but it's more than enough to get the kill, and Spartan will end up falling in return, but Misha under the tower. The Illuminate doesn't land, and now they've got themselves the Bushwhack, so 11 in a little bit of an odd spot under this tower as the Acorn shot hits, and it's a little bit tough to have the damage as a Hoodwink as well as an Abaddon, but Abaddon comes in with the Aphotic Shield, and they get the kill on Misha. 11's still fighting Taiga, but eventually he will get traded. He also loses his courier with boots on it, and hoping that the mech is enough, but always getting through Abaddon and his Aphotic Shield is going to be an issue, and Spartan may have just found himself caught. Certainly has with BZM showing up to the party, and he'll claim the life of the Chen, who didn't complete the mech just yet, but I don't think even if he had that, he survives in that situation anyway. And now they go for the double damage. It's bottled up by Thug. They're looking over at Taiga as they've used this Rupture, so support's going down across the map.
Once more playing around this Dragon Knight, kind of using him to get a little more XP and gold from Nobido. They're making a move on this DK.
Yeah, 11 in some trouble, throws out a 2-second stun, but they've got the Aphotic Shield. It really just doesn't feel like there is enough for him to survive, and there certainly isn't. He goes into the trees, maybe looking for a juke.
You know, play a little greedy. He likes to farm it up, get to his timing, and then make something happen with it. So it's kind of like, do you want your double crown on Galore TPing bottom and being stuck down there? It's a little risky.
Vortex on the Thug. Trying to get the DK, 3 heroes here again, but here comes Nobido trying to help out if he can. They've got the Chen heal, they've got the Rupture. Here comes Amar, and they'll get the kill on a Thug. They'll take out Spartan 2, already dropping on the side of BRAME, with everybody pretty healthy on the side of OG, but an Illuminate hits onto Taiga as well as Misha. The Miscoil, the stun, but he's a bit too far back for them to go after. They've got the Vortex once again, and it's a triple kill for Amar. Well, finally leaves the top lane, and it pays off real well with a triple kill.
You're not going to get a much better entry into the game than that. Just riffs in, gets 3 to 4 man pit into that Firestorm.
The stuns they were throwing out, Misha's just ready. He's got the Aphotic Shield. He'll make sure nobody's locked down for too long. And the follow-up from BRAME wasn't quite there for them in that last fight either.
Exactly. The heals look great, but where's the damage? Here again.
Yeah,
Firestorm.
A lot of trouble. The Firestorm down. Spartan trying to save him with the mech. There's just no way. Amara dominating. Just gonna make sure I'm not in the OG lobby. I wasn't criticizing. I was just asking, and he answered pretty quickly. And now 11 goes down.
This is gonna be an early Aegis on this Storm Spirit, who, again, he's so hard to lock down in these fights. OG, they want more on top.
Yeah, it's looking like BRAME were thinking about even making their way into the pit, hoping to get something as, well, the Roche attempt to stop for a second. The ball landing all the way over, looking for Desire. Now they've got the Static Link, and 2 heroes in some trouble. Taiga gets credit for the kill on a Spartan. Now they'll look for more. Desire taken out, 2 heroes gone, and back to Roche they go. Why not? No, not at all. The list kind of goes on, right? BKBs, Lincolns, Aegis.
And it's taking advantage of the only 2 stuns BRAME have in CKDK, both single target.
Spartan getting caught here by BZM. The mech doesn't really do anything. They have more than enough damage, and they'll take his army with them.
Hope that Amar does not close the gap and start slamming you down ahead of time.
They'll look for Taiga. They've got the follow-up stun from Centaur Conqueror. They'll take out this Hoodwink to start, and now on the other side, though, they've got the Static Link on a Nobido as well as the Nullifier. Yuragi just looking to chase the ball landing in from BZM. The BKB still going on for a second longer. There's the heal coming out from the Chen, but they still have enough damage to get Nobido and look over at Spartan. The chase is on for not 1, but potentially 2 more with Desire nearby. He gets that Glimmer Cape off, and he's able to hide himself away behind the Tier 2 tower. Still, though, again, BRAME, they pull off 1, but nothing else is really falling in their direction.
And on the back of this arcane room for BZM. He's just gotten every rune this game, it feels like. Putting it to amazing use in that fight to get the full link on that Bloodseeker, able to chase him down. And
he is in some trouble. And by some trouble, I mean he's dead on his screen the second he saw Mar. We might have to see, because they are coming over. Maybe looking to go forward. They've got the Fiend's Gate and immediately look at DeVito, who pops the BKB and TP's out. But meanwhile, BZM, he'll go after Desire, and, well, Desire won't have the HP or the will to continue on.
He's done jumping
well,
creeps.
That's an easy kill. They're still looking at 11. They've used this Fiend's Gate in so many different ways. They throw out the Hunter's Boomerang, they've got the Sharpshooter, and the kill onto 11.
These are scary level 25 talents, too, on a lot of these heroes. Huge lead.
They found themselves the Bloodseeker, and with the Sharpshooter again, Taiga able to snipe a kill out. Well, it's not, you know, we'll kick them down so hard they won't even be ready for game 2.
This does feel like playing with your food a little bit. I mean, BZM just put his refresher on the courier. He's not even holding it. There's just so much gold coming in for this OG squad. They don't need half of it. Maybe they can get a Mar. All right.
They've got the damage. When you get a solo target, it looks pretty good for BRAME.
That was a lot faster than I expected. OG.
But now on the other side of that, Spartan getting taken out by BZM, who's ready to go. They pop the smoke, and we'll see if they can get into this one. OG just standing their ground on the high ground. Ball lightning in, looking for 11, pulls him in with the Vortex. They've got the blood right down, but it is looking like CK's in a bit of a bad position as Yuragi's over on a Nobito, who ends up TPing out. They get the kill on 11. They pop the borrowed time. So OG feel pretty safe to continue forward, but Thug with the BKB, he'll TP as well.
Can come out from very far away.
Breakout onto Yuragi, but he pops the Satanic. He's still getting low. The ball lining in from BZM. And now they pop the Lincolns. They're going to look for this stun. It lands onto the Razor, but he's surviving. They've got the borrowed time pop by Misha, and Abaddon's just able to keep his Razor alive. But Thug looking in once again. He's got the stun as well as the breathe fire. They're into the fireball. They get the kill there. They'll take out the Aegis. They'll look over at the rest. They've got themselves a Beta Malice. He lands onto the Chen. Nobito trying to fight away. They've got the break onto the Storm Spirit. The 4-second stun coming out from the CK, but they've lost Spartan. He buys back into the fight with the BKBB pop by Yuragi, going after Nobito, who just gets out of the range of that static link. Again, BRAME, there are points in these fights where it's looking good, especially there. Yuragi again getting pulled in and slowed up.
Oh, he got pulled out of the rift.
Yeah, 3-second stun, but CK taking more damage maybe than Yuragi's taking it all. They've got the two-man Vortex on the backline. They get the kill onto 11. They look over at Spartan. They'll finish off Desire. No buybacks for these supports. They'll buy back on 11, and this middle set of racks is going to go down maybe even more. They've glyphed the creeps to continue forward and look towards the tier 4s instead.
OG wants this game to end right now.
Oh, yeah.
Another Vortex.
To be over. The Vortex just makes it so easy for the Sharpshooter to land as well.
This Bloodseeker, he cannot engage these heroes even when he has some damage power up. Your throne's going down though, and GG from Desire.
Yeah, GG boys is called by Desire. OG taking game 1.
Doing it in style, I must say. This was, it felt like they had twice as many items as they needed, and I think Isle Gyro's a lot more formidable than Chen Bloodseeker, but they are up against that Timbersaw, and we've seen Amar just go ham on this hero.
Yeah, he has had even greater performances on this hero than he has with the Underlord, which is a scary thought, especially with BZM back on a hero that he had an amazing performance with. It just feels like the hits never stop coming, but that being said, Misha away from his team and well far away from getting his life saved, and Thug will get first blood.
High ground wards paying off, and this Ench feels like she has to go bottom.
It seems like a moment where they can go for Yuragi. They've got the Illuminate with the Reality Rift Chaos Bolt.
Bolton won.
They've got Chaos Bolt in a second, trying to get the Ironwood branch to fog him, and yeah, Illuminate in, one more right click, and 11 gets a little bit of revenge there. You make my lane difficult, I'll take your life.
Felt like he's gotten a huge amount done in this early game with the amount of space he's had. They're going to try for this DK, though.
And they might be able to get Thug. And they've got themselves the Vortex. They have the damage, the Dragon Tail to be Taiga who gets the kill. And yeah, he's getting a lot of kills this series. Had a lot with the sharpshooter in the first game. Now he's continuing the trend, getting that kill there onto Thug. And well, Amar doing his own thing over bottom 2v1. The numbers may not favor him in terms of heroes in the lane, but it's certainly favorable with what he's getting done. And he gets himself his own kill.
This is not why you picked this Iro Gyro versus Timber to lose in the 2-on-1.
Oh, gosh.
Nubito cannot go down.
He's going to get both. Ooh, Amar just needs the chakram for a second. And it just gets... Spartan's back. If Timbersaw gets the mana and Spartan's not too careful, this could just be 3-1 after the other. And he's got the arcane boots, so you need to be careful.
Right, just grab him here again.
Oh, he went with him on the tether. That was pretty sweet.
The only thing saving
right there.
I was gonna say the only thing saving Spartan was the lack of mana, but not even enough.
Soul Ring arcane boots.
This game is a disaster for BRAME already.
3K lead already, and there is nothing that's gonna touch this Timber.
He's taking the tower. This was also that catapult wave that he saved up. Playing this safe lane to perfection here from Amar.
Nubito, again, this could be a problem. Amar, he's kind of in no man's land. Desire's right here, but he's got the Soul Ring, he's got the Timber Chain, and that's 4 kills in this lane.
Somebody stop this man. Honestly, somebody stop him, please.
Oh, boy.
This is, I think you have to defend this if you're BRAME. This is not a stack you can give up with how little map control you're going to have. At the same time, Nubito
just getting dropped here by BZM. And it's crazy. Amar, he wants the high five. Erica was doing this earlier. And Vici ended up winning their series over Aster. And now you've got Amar who's just looking for a high five as they continue to just step all over BRAME. And that is going to be a dead IO as Taiga gets the last shot on that one. 7,000 net worth. They are starting to double up. Everybody looking for high fives.
This is what happens when you don't address Amar's Timbersaw. You need to make this guy's game extremely hard, not just, oh, you know, we'll probably be able to deal with him. This is not a hero-player combination you can ignore to this extent. He is just running away with it.
Misha in trouble, but again, it's a consolation prize.
Yep. Yuragi would be a good start.
Yeah.
But there's no blink or any initiation here.
They are trying to catch up. The Nightmare gets pulled. They've got the Reality Rift. They have the stun. It's out onto, you guessed it, Misha.
You name it. They do have blink on Thug, though.
Yeah, finally to be able to catch up to Yuragi, but he's got Taiga here. Now go to the Eclipse. They relocated into this one, and they may not want to be here anymore. Nubito, Spartan, they both fall. They're going to ball lightning in for more. They got the Reality Rift onto Yuragi, but Yuragi surviving for the moment. They get the kill on the Thug. It's a triple kill here for BZM, looking for more. Taiga gets one, as is tradition. They've got the Fiend's Grip, which is all they needed from Misha to finish off the entirety of BRAME. Yeah. Rocking the highest XP per minute. Meanwhile, Fiend's Grip, and nothing they can do to save Nubito. They've got the Vortex, the Nightmare, and the damage to kill off Spartan. Another multi-kill there for BZM, going off like a pinball machine.
Easy way back in this game, I mean, I don't think any point game you're 15 down to 15 is easy, but just the way their lineups are built.
Blink, Dragon Tail. It's not enough. They've got the Vortex and everybody's here. Even Amar showing up. He's leaving his lane. He's coming through the 3-second stun. It's not going to matter. 11 Thug, they both fall. And again, OG looking for someone to high five them. It's funny because they use the high five and no one on their team will...
high five corpses out here, so...
It requires a lot more work, that's for sure. Amar down bottom, and while they're taking Roche, Amar will just control them all, and Nubito will fall to Amar, who will throw out the tip. Meanwhile, it doesn't look like he's going to die here. It doesn't feel like he's going to fall. Yeah, Taiga is very farmed.
Oh, yeah. Nice grip.
Going in, BKB, Fiend's Grip, the damage on a Spartan, looking for the kill on not one but two. 11's going to die, and they'll look for more. Oh, Nubito.
Safe to do what, though? There's not much space left on this map. you're basically getting forced out of the last. Oh, they got the storm stun.
All right, well, can they kill BZM? It's, well, looking like it might happen. And it's close to breathe fire, though, missing by centimeters. But the Illuminate is there, and they'll get the kill on a BZM. They have a 10-time spree. This is the most amount of gold Desire's ever gotten in one kill. As, well, you've got Amar on the back lines looking over at the Coddle. They'll get the kill on the Desire. Misha falls to Thug. Amar back into the fight. Meanwhile, by the way, hey, your top tier 3 NRACs are going down. So you may want to get back and, well, try and figure that out. But unfortunately, when you've got a Timbersaw in your face, it makes that kind of difficult.
Just casually raxing you at 20 minutes while another team fight's going down. That's no problem, you know? Taiga solo killing Gyro.
Oh! And the Eclipse coming through. Thug locked up with the Lucent Beam. Taiga again will take that kill. He is 5-1-7.
I usually don't advocate it, but it's almost like you want him to call the game so the beatdown stops, you know? Like throw in the towel. This one is, I believe, unsalvageable, but I respect their spirit at least fighting through. Shows you the type of team BRAME are. They are embracing the win together.
Potentially win together. But it is certainly dire for them. And they'll go in with Amar just on the run for a second. The Chakram doing a lot of damage to Spartan. They're trying to put everything out onto the Timbersaw. And meanwhile, BCM without mana. You're a bit far there, BCM, but he does have the team nearby and the BKB still going. So TP out. Fiend's Grip on an illusion. Not exactly what Misha's looking for, but, well,
that sleep state.
I guess BCM got out. Yeah.
His BKB was running out, so he could have got stunned. And...
Blink Dragon Tail on a Taiga, but he is well too strong for that. Thug not looking like the Thug he should be on this hero. As DK goes down, the look over at 11. Amar still moving forward. I don't really think this guy backs up. He continues to just walk on in and again look for that high five as the impetus shots on a Nobito once again. The Lucent Beam and a double kill for Yuragi. They'll finally call it, and OG will take a pretty simple 2-0.